What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. Taron Egerton, you guys. You guys may have known him from the XMen franchise or his recent biopic of Elton John. He has come out and stated that he has had meetings with Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige, the man, the myth, the legend himself, about a very interesting role. And he kind of teased Wolverine a little bit. Let me read you guys some of this article from the MCU Direct so we can really dive deep into what this means. So, XMen actor Taron Egerton revealed to the New York Times that he's met with Marvel Studios executives, including Studios president Kevin Feige. Egerton stated that he's been hoping to succeed Hugh Jackman in the role, although he's admitted that he'd be apprehensive as well after Hugh Jackman became a fan favorite playing the adamantium Edward mutant. Even with that nervousness, however, he hopes to at least have a shot at playing James Howlett, aka Wolverine, in the expansive universe. And this is what he said: "I don't think it would be wrong to say that I'd be excited, but I'd be apprehensive as well, because Hugh Jackman is so associated with the role that I'd wonder if it'd be very difficult for someone else to do it. But hopefully, if the role of Wolverine does come around, they'll give me a shot." Now, I don't know what role he has met with Marvel Studios about, but a lot of fans have been talking and speculating about him becoming the new Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, look, you guys, the list goes on about how many actors would love to play Wolverine in the MCU, and just to take on the mantle that Hugh Jackman has carried on his back for 20 years. He's been the only live-action Wolverine that we've seen, and he's done a damn good job, perfection, especially with his final film of that being Logan. But then this dabbles into the rumors of Hugh Jackman coming back to play Wolverine in a Deadpool 3. I don't know how necessarily true though that rumor might be, but it's very interesting to me. So I don't know what's really going to happen with that, you guys. But I do know that eventually Marvel Studios wants to incorporate the entirety of the X-Men and mutants. It's extremely important, and I understand why they've been putting it off for so long. I mean, granted, they had the rights to Fox, for 3 to 4 years now, right? But I'm pretty sure, look, they're like, we have so many other characters that haven't been introduced yet that we want to introduce into the storytelling that fits into the narrative where the MCU is going. Let's hold off on the X-Men for now. And I'm pretty sure they'll explain the mutants and the whole multiverse and Deadpool and stuff like that in due time. Hell, we might get an announcement at San Diego Comic-Con later next month. So Marvel Studios probably has everything planned and, everything's lined up already. They're just taking their time. I mean, look at all the brand new characters that they've already introduced into Phase 4. I mean, Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, the Black Widow characters, Moon Knight. It's so many brand new, refreshing faces in the rebuilding phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, even when they do decide to introduce the X-Men, I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige is going to be very cautious in who they bring in to play these particular roles. I don't know if Patrick Stewart is going to come back and play, Professor X. No idea what's going to happen with that, but it is going to be a difficult thing to do, to cast the entirety of the X-Men. I mean, I love the X-Men, and I'm going to be very critical on the casting choices. I still believe that Tom Hardy should play Wolverine. He's Venom. That's in a fucking different universe. Whatever. I'm talking. We're dealing with the multiverse now. Anything is possible at this point. Anything. So I would still love to see, Tom Hardy don, the adamantium claws of Wolverine. That would be so perfect, because Tom Hardy's short. He has the look. He has the mean, the grittiness. You know what I'm talking about? It would be pitch perfect for Tom Hardy to play in the MCU. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the whole, next big phase of the MCU, moving forward. This is going to be very exciting. I just hope that, it all fits into the creative storytelling that Kevin Feige has, or he wants to tell moving forward, because as of right now, we have no idea what's happening other than, it hinting towards Secret Wars and stuff like that. But damn. This is going to be interesting, you guys. I think Taron Egerton can pull off the role. I do. I especially if he goes through a whole 180 transformation of his body, and, hopefully they go for a more comic book accurate, Wolverine. I think that would be perfect. Have him short and stumpy and with the hunchback or whatever, and just have him just mean all the time, and don't have Wolverine be the vocal point of your storytelling like they did in, the past 20 years of these X-Men movies. You have all these brand new, fresh beautiful faces that the X-Men have created, that Stan Lee created, why not, tell these stories through different lenses? We've had, like I said, all these movies have been told through Wolverine's story, and if you're asking me, I wouldn't even introduce Wolverine, that quick. I really wouldn't. I would introduce your main core of your X-Men, your Snowman instead of your Iceman. You can have Beast, but have him in human form. You have Jean Grey, you have Cyclops, you have Professor X. And then eventually you start adding members to your core X-Men group. That's the goal. We don't need Wolverine right now. Do we really? Like I said, we've had Wolverine for 20 years. We've had Wolverine for 20 years. To think that he's been the only X-Men character to have his own solo films. Think about that. The only X-Men character to have his own solo films. Professor X never did. Well, yeah, I would consider First Class to kind of be, a solo film for, Magneto and, Professor X. Because it does feel like that. It was more like their origin story and the creation of X-Men and, all that brilliant storytelling. Oh, it's such a great movie. X-Men First Class is so underrated. But put your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Taron Egerton having a meeting with Marvel Studios executives and Kevin Feige about a role in the MCU. Do you think it's Wolverine? And who would be a perfect fan casting for you guys to play Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Thoughts and opinions? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.